Hello. Hi everyone. I'm sorry that was loud. So I am Anushka Bhakchandani. I work as a software developer at Myntra. I have joined last year and this is my first tech community event in Bangalore that I'm attending, and it's funny that I'm giving a talk as well. So my talk is about hacking hackathons. So why did I choose this random topic? Firstly, I chose this topic because I owe my career to hackathons. I got this job through a hackathon because I won a hackathon which had 6,000 teams. And after that, I had to clear some interviews to get this job. So that is why this is dedicated to my job. So firstly, how many of you are students here? Okay, and how many of you are interested in hackathons? So this talk is for you. So before I participated in my first hackathon, my reaction was this. I had no idea what I was doing. I used to think that hackathons are for people who are hackers and they work late night. I don't know what random shit they do. I'm sorry for using this language, but yeah. Otherwise, my friends used to ask me to participate in hackathons for free food, or it was for swags. So these were the only motivations my friends used to give me. But hackathons are more than that. So what are hackathons? Let's simplify it. Hackathons are project presentations wherein you build the project during the given time itself. And the topic for that project is given to you during the start of a hackathon, and you choose from that. That is the most layman definition one can ever give you. So let's move forward. So the most important thing before participating in a hackathon is you have to choose your teammates wisely. You cannot choose your random friends who are just interested for food or swags. You have to have the same motivation to participate in the hackathon. If you are also in it for food, they also should be in it for the food. You cannot have somebody who is in it for swags and you want to win it. So if you are working hard, that will not match it. So firstly, you have to share the passion. I'm sorry, I'm covering the second point first. Then you have to have people with diverse skill sets. Let's say I'm good with front end. I need somebody who is good with back end, or I need somebody who is good with AI, etc. You cannot have matching skills in the team. Otherwise, how will you divide the work? How will you measure that, hey, this much work I will do, this much work you do, and the rest, everything we'll leave it to luck, whatever. Then you need to have somebody who is going to have an effective communication, somebody who is going to listen to you, and they also talk to you in a very candid way. Let's say, hey, this is not working out, let's move on to the next feature. You have to be that understanding. And then moving forward, how to divide your work. So in every team, these are some unsaid roles which everyone has. So one is a leader who's going to motivate you and keep a check on you that, hey, this is the 2-hour mark, finish this much work, and then we'll catch up and meet again. Then there is a silent advisor, somebody who will not speak anything throughout the hackathon. And at one point, or let's say twice in the hackathon, they're speaking something and it adds a lot of value to your project. Let's say, I don't think this React template is working out. I think we should make something from scratch, or we should refer to some YouTube video. They will just speak 2 sentences in the entire hackathon and that will result wonders. Then we have last minute saviors who are going to integrate your project all together. Let's say somebody was working on front end, somebody for the back end. So that person is going to collate everything and work on it together. Then the last and the most important is Jugadu. I think I am that person who will help you to build anything by hook or crook. If that is not working out, let me figure something out, I will do it. So every team requires that. So I think that is why I have been winning hackathons, and also I've organized hackathons, so I know how it works. So these are some unsaid roles. Now choosing the right problem statement. As I said, this is a project presentation wherein the project topics are given to you. So in the start, let's say you have been given these 3 topics. These are some dummy problem statements. You don't have to make a bias right then and there that, hey, I am going to make that. I'm going to develop that. You have to make a document and share it with your teammates with these 3 pointers that, hey, these are the layman language of whatever problem statements we have, and you ideate on that. How much ever time you have, let's say you have 1 minute. You take 1 minute to write down as much ideas you have, and then whichever problem statement has the maximum ideas under it, you develop on that. Then this is the recipe of making a winning hack. Firstly, you had a strong idea because you ideated on it. Then you have a plan of action. The ideas is not going to work itself. You have to make a plan of flow that, hey, this is going to be the start, this is going to be the end. How do we flow from that? We have to make each step clear from the start itself. Then we have to divide our work and work accordingly. As we had diverse skill sets of people, we are going to divide our work accordingly. And then we have the leader's role here, who's going to keep motivating. And the leader's role again to keep a checkpoint that, hey, after 2 hours we are going to meet and then we are going to check if we have completed that work, or if we want to spend more time on that, do that, or just remove that at all. Then in between the hackathon, you always have to improvise. You have to adapt that this feature is not working out. I'm going to leave that, work on something else. The most important part of any hackathon, and this is my last slide, I'm sorry for boring you guys. This is the most important part of any hackathon win, is that you have to have a great presentation. Whatever thing you have built, if that has the most technical, the most chat GPT thing in it, and if you're not presenting it correctly, you're going to lose. So even if you have a very simple front-end application connected to a DB, just that, and if you're presenting it in a wonderful way, you're going to win it. So how is that possible? So firstly, whenever a hackathon starts, there is a judging criteria decided by the team, organizing team. So you ask them that. And on the basis of that, you make your presentation. You make an excellent, engaging introduction. You have a clear definition of problem statement, why you chose it, because you had multiple ideas. You're going to make a storyline out of it. Then you're going to showcase your solution, the demo of the project that you have built from start to end. And then you're going to have the impact and benefits. Let's say, hey, this project has these benefits, these projects has these benefits, and these are my future scope, which I'm going to work on after the hackathon. If you do it or not, that is on you, but you have to say that you're going to work on it later on. And yeah, you have to market the potential of scalability, that this is the scale it has been developed up to. This is going to work perfectly fine for 100 people, and then we have to scale it up later on to make it work for 1,000 people. And then, yeah, before the hackathon, the most important thing is you have to practice the presentation. Even though your hackathon time doesn't include that specific area, you have to make the presentation, and then you have to practice it among your group, divide the work equally, what you're going to speak, and then make a storyline, start to end. So that is the most important point, practice and refine. And yeah, that's it. Thank you, everyone. That was my lightning talk.
Thanks for that, Anushka. Up next, we have Anish.